Previously on...
Yo, nobody got time for that, let's go! They both look up and were horrified to see the figures of Mizuki and Bunny staring them down with grin on their faces. Out in an open field that seemed to go on for miles. You two really are as naive as you look, aren't they, Mizuki? Now's not the time for idle chatter. Bind it up and get them through the time window. What the? Hey! Oi! Battle time! Rose fought back as Mizuki attempted to tie her hands back, but to little avail. And holy shit! Can you guys even fight? With that? I mean, it was, isn't it hard for you guys to move? Or even swing a sword? I mean, damn! And Mizuki, damn, you look fine! Yeah! And Rose! Holy shit! Anyway, yeah. You're probably gonna have a hard time. Yeah, anyway. Her body still felt like a ton of bricks for some reason. Well, no shit because of her boobs. Anyway, the trip through the time window had taken a toll on her body. One she wasn't too keen on. Got it out! Oi! Rose, Kill shit! Kill, on the other hand, was able to push through the feeling and pull out her whip, pinning up Bunny as hard as she could. And damn, buddy! You choked. Yeah! Damn! Hey, you look really painful. I mean, no shit, right? Because she's choking her with her legs. I mean, damn! Man, Bunny, you got skill. Anyway, yeah! She whipped something around her arms and Bunny pulled Kill towards her in the embrace, smiling. My, how big you've gotten! I like how squishy they are, my dear. Let go of me! Kill could feel her captor's leg entwining themselves around her as she struggled in Bunny's grip. Holy shit! She tried to release her whip from her yet another strike, but the strength wouldn't come to her. She was trapped. Oh no! You don't! Wait! Damn that drawing. And okay, I understand now. It was, Rose's sword. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, finally coming to her sense, Rose lifted herself up, tossing back Mizuki and brashing her blade, pointing at her with a bold stance. She glared over at her opponent, who unsheathed her own katana. Are you sure you want to do this? You are in no condition to fight. Remember not to strike her down, Mizuki. We need them to remain in a time window if we want the plan to go well. What plan? What are you doing with us? What are you doing with Kenji? She shouted these words as she launched at Mizuki. To little effect, however, as the docile Kunoichi dodged to the side, slicing her blade upwards and forcing Rose's sword from her hands. Oh! Rose merely flew by with a grasp. The world feels as if it were going in slow motion. When suddenly, Mizuki struck her hard in the gut, taking all the wind out of her. Oh! Rose collapsed into her arms, and Mizuki lifted her with ease. That's one down. Right then. Oh! Using her long legs, Bunny swiftly clocked Kill on the head. Damn! The shorter girl couldn't fight back the sudden bout of unconsciousness that befell her. Well, that was easier than I thought it would be. Honestly, I thought they were going to put up more of a fight than that. The jump through guaranteed a weakening of their bodies. The particular time period that they visited, combined with the settings of the time window jump, caused the estrogen to work double time. Hence these giant monsters. She took the chance to poke one of Kill's boobs as she held on to her, watching them dangle back and forth in response to her actions. Correct. Now, let's hurry back through the time window. Right. Wait. God damn it, Michelle. Rose? Rose?
Where? What?
Kyo, you okay? I stepped over from the back wall. I had been keeping an eye on them since they had been taken through the time window, or the window, which was only a few short hours ago.
Tenshi? Thank goodness you're okay. Did they hurt you? Experiment on you or anything like that?
No, nothing like that, Kyo. They haven't laid a finger on me. Well, in a harmful way anyways. Yeah, I felt myself go red, but brushed the thoughts off, like always. I'm more worried about you. What the hell happened? Did they hurt you?
No, it was more of the trip that... Ow!
What? What's wrong?
Why do I still have the days?
She gestured to her chest too, and immediately knew that she was referred to, even if her hands were tied behind her back. I'm not sure? Did the effect of the time window usually wear off by now?
Physically, yes. And I honestly don't feel like any stranger than I usually do. It's as if all the estrogen went to us physically and not went to our mental state. And it causes our body to fatigue for overexposure. Michelle really messed up our transport, that bitch.
We were both silent for a moment until Kyo finally remembered her original worries.
Where's Rose? Where's Rose?
She's fine. She's right behind you, still out like a light. She's a bit of a heavy sleeper, you know what I'm saying. Don't worry, I kept an eye on both of you. They haven't done anything weird to you while you were out.
I see. That's nice, I suppose, but I don't understand, Kenji. You're a captain. Why are you not bound up?
It's a bit of a long story, Kyo.
I'm not exactly going anywhere.
She rubbed her hands a bit, causing her chest to bubble in place from the movements. I collected my thoughts and came up with a way of telling her. Well, first off, we're in the future. Not sure how far in the future, but it's pretty far, from the looks of it.
Right. That makes sense. Michelle pretty much deduced that when we were trying to track our, your locations.
So, this future is, it's pretty bleak. I've seen outside and it looks like a wasteland. Everywhere. So, basically, what Krontek was trying to do was go back in time and stop it from happening.
Really?
She sat there and thought over my simplified version of Krontek's mission.
Well, their methods aren't exactly safe. Altering time can potentially rip everything apart.
They're not entirely convinced of that theory, though.
Neither are we, really. But we just don't want the chance destroying our own time, was all. That's why we try to stop it all the time. But I can't understand why they find our interfering to be a bit troublesome to them, considering their disposition. But they could have just explained themselves,
I don't think you guys gave them a chance to do that. Yeah.
True. Tensai was furious when he saw his technology being used by someone else. Unfortunately, he didn't take into account that it might just be people from the future using his exact same technology for different purposes. Kenji, do me a favor.
What's that? Okay. What's that? Yeah.
Can you undo these ties, please? They're really uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're sort of threatening me that. Yeah.
If you're so important to them, I doubt they hurt you. Plus, if what you're saying is true, I have nowhere to run away anyways. Michelle is the only one who knows how to work the time window, aside from Bunny and me skilled girls.
I suppose you have a point, alright. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah. I carefully undid her bonds, keeping an eye out for Bunny and Mizuki. After finally undoing the slightly difficult knot, Mizuki must have been trying to prevent a second escape like mine. Kyo was free. You look. She sat up a bit straighter, sighing. Yeah, I feel like your boob shrunk. Also, damn girl, you look fine. Yeah, anyway.
These still haven't gone back down.
It looks smaller, girl, compared to the other CG, yeah. Just chill. Anyway. She stared down at her chest too, then around at her backside.
That too, huh?
I'm sure it's just because you're in an alternate time from your own. Yeah.
That actually makes a lot of sense somehow.
We were both silent, so thinking through the logic of my situation, I got up and walked over to Rose, who was still out cold. I hope she's okay.
You really care about her, don't you?
Of course I do, Kyo. Yeah, I care about both of you a lot. Yeah, you're being so kind to me over the past week, you know? We play games and such, and... Yeah.
No, but Kenji, I can tell that you really care about her.
I turned my head, seeing her smile at me. I blushed, turning my gaze away abashedly. I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't, like you too, Kyo. It's just that,
Silly Kenji, it's not a competition.
I turned to look at her again. Sprightly nature back behind her words. She smiled broadly at me.
I care a lot for you, Kenji. You're a guy who has been kid with 3 different girls, and yet you have been nothing but kind of gracious to all of us. That sort of guy isn't easy to find.
Well, thank you, Kyo-chan. I did my best, yeah. No, Kenji did his best, yeah. She pats the floor next to her and I sat. She huddled close, doing her best to comfort me. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't working out.
When I was back home studying at the University of Tokyo, you'd be surprised at the parallel and the difference between our school system and yours. But guys, well, they could be just the same. Just as shallow, just as fickle, and just as disrespectful.
She shifted in places before continuing.
Of course, there were plenty of nice guys too, but for some reason, we have this stigma over here in the States that being polite and respectful towards girls like me is a bad thing. It's always confused me.
Well, I don't think that's that. Yeah, I think it revolves more around the idea that just because a guy is good, he feels entitled to have a girl because of his actions.
Ah, I mean, that makes sense actually.
We were both silent again. I could tell Kyo wanted to say something, but she wanted space in between the conversation before she brought it up.
Do you ever wonder why I never really came on to you like the other girls, Kenji?
Wait, what? Hold on. What's going on? Huh? Well, I mean, we still barely know each other. I thought that was the main reason, right?
There's that, you silly. Or you're still a fairly new person in my life, Kenji, but I still feel as if I can trust you. It's not that, though. I was always just kind of nervous. I've never been the flirtatious type. The truth is, Kenji, I do like you quite a bit, just for who you are.
Not a flirtatious type? What are you talking about, girl? You were flirting me at the shopping mall wearing a bra. What are you talking about?